My name is Jameson Miller. I'm 11 years old and from Zion, Illinois, pretty much right on the border between Wisconsin and Illinois. I have a 1978 Malibu wagon that we call the Miller Boo. It has a 415 cubic inch small block built by TA Racing Engines, Dart SHP block, Callie's Compstar crank and rods, SRP Pro pistons, All-American Profiler 23-degree heads, a Edelbrock high-rise intake. I mean, it's not a tunnel ram, but it's a high-rise. Quick Fuel 750 carb on there, and a K&N air filter.
Very cool. Now, something that's pretty unique about this car. Who built this car?
I did. Me and my brother.
You turned every wrench. You tightened every bolt.
Yes, pretty much. Some of the little things that I didn't know how to do, I give credit to Dad for doing that, especially the wiring, because that was a big job, and he's pretty much one of the wiring masters. So when we deleted the AC and heat, we didn't need any of the fan and the what are they called, the vents. So we took out the middle vents, and my brother made out a template out of cardboard, and then we laid it across a piece of steel, and Dad cut it out, and then we cut the holes for the gauges and then put it in the car. So yeah. So
this is your first power tour, right?
No, this is actually my 5th power tour. For the last 4 years, we've been on my dad's 2015 Challenger, which we also built. That was our first car build. And then like this, so you want to hear a funny story? So power tour, last year. Dad shows me the car before we go on power tour. He's like, check this thing out. And I'm like, nice. And he's like, someone already bought it. I was like, dang it. So we come on power tour, we meet a guy with the exact same car, and I'm talking exactly the same. A 1978 Malibu wagon, classic. So there's 4 versions. The normal, which you could get in any color. There was the SS, which came with the Monte Carlo front end and all the SS parts. You know, the 350, the shorter ratio steering box, better cooling system, all that. I'm not a big fan of the Monte Carlos. But then there was the Classic, which came in camel beige with the pinstriping. That's the guy, so I met that guy, and that's what this car is. It's a Classic. But there was the Classic Estate, which had the wood grain. That was pretty cool. But I like the Classic. I just thought that it looked so cool. And I was like, Dad, I want the car. Little did I know, he already bought the car. I was like, that's the version I want the Classic. And he was like, sure. He already bought the car. So we're working on the shop. We recently bought a shop at this time. And we're putting it together, building shelves. I'm up on the top, grinding down screws. Dad calls me and he's like, Jameson, get down here. I'm like, what am I in trouble for this time? So I'm climbing down the ladder at her, just wondering, okay, is there something and he's like, go outside. And I'm like, okay. And I walk outside and I see the car on the trailer. And I'm like, what? So, little known fact about older cars, a lot of people don't know this. If you check the taillights and they're not repop, they will say the year. And it's that I went back there and I checked it out. The car didn't run when we got it. It had a quick Quadrajet, Goodwrench 350, turbo 350 transmission, not anything special. And it did not run. Anything past half throttle, the car would just go bleh, and then it would die. So we took off the carburetor, checked it out. There was no problem with it, so we were like, okay, put it back on there, still bugged out. So our buddy, Tim Alati, who actually, he built the engine, and he gave us one of his dyno carburetors, which was also a Quadrajet, but it was a 2-barrel instead of a 4-barrel, and it also had no secondaries or choke, so a full race carb. Put it on there, car ran great, and again, check my Instagram or YouTube if you want to see my first burnout video. So that was pretty cool. After that, we got into the shop, swapped out the engine, put in a turbo 400 transmission. We tore it all the way down, got rid of the suspension and everything. Everything just down to body and frame. Now, one of the things that is really special about this car is that it has the QA1 Level 2 handling kit, which is a full coilover setup with tubular uppers, tubular lowers, tubular sway bars in front and rear, and then it has boxed lowers and tubular upper, trailing arms in the rear. So, yeah. It has the Turbo 400 transmission, the low car floor shifter, because with the Schoenfeld headers, it would not work with the column. So it has a Don's Automotive drive shaft and a Quick Performance 4.9-inch in the rear. It had 411s in it, but 3-speed and 411s and cruising on Power Tour, it's a little bit, highway speeds? No. So we took it over to our buddy Sean Kelly, who fabricates, and we put it up on his lift and swapped out the old 411s for some 350s. And the car's been good cruising ever since. Then there's the little things, like the valve covers and the overflow box, both Canton aluminum. We've got the cold case, radiator, and fans, and who they recently sponsored us, actually. So that was pretty cool. We have a GlassTech fiberglass hood, has US Mag rims with Continental Extreme Contact Sports. This is a donor engine and stuff. This was all donored besides the suspension and the stuff that we did custom in our sponsors. We donored out of my dad's 87 Cutlass.
So for people that want to learn more about the car and the different things that you do, how can people find you?
Well, mainly you go to my Instagram, because my YouTube channel, it usually just does the cool videos that we do. But if you go to my Instagram, you'll see the whole build on the Challenger, this, soon to be my brother's CJ7 Jeep, and I'm trying to convince my dad to get a K10 Blazer and slam it on 20-inch Steelies for my mom.
Well, very